bit of jewelry for your journey home?
Oh, this pendant would look
The reach
lovely on
belongs
my
to the
sister.
Forsworn! Hey! Victory! You've stepped on us long enough! To the Lord! Mercy! I die for my...
The Forsworn are here in the city.
Everyone stay back. The Markarth City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here. We'll handle things from here. Move along.
He was after Margaret. Why?
I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen. We have everything under control. Stay out of it. That's right. It isn't.
Gods.
All right then.
A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you all right? Did you see what happened? I'm so sorry. I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket. No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn.
He was after Margaret? Why?
Mm-hmm. We'll handle things from here. Move along.
Margaret, he killed her. Right in front of me. She's a traveler from the Imperial City. Came by every day looking for jewelry for her relatives back home. Why would anyone want to kill her? Doesn't make any sense. What's happening to this city?
Did you see that, madman? A Forsworn agent, here in the city.
Margaret, he killed her. Right in front of me.
Did you see that, madman? A Forsworn agent, here in the city. Think he worked down at the smelter. A lot of laborers there are sympathetic to the Forsworn. They promise people they'll kill off all the Nords that rule over the Reach. Nothing but murderers and saboteurs. Did you just see that woman getting attacked in front of us? We're closed. This has ruined my
another
entire
body to get
day.
rid of. Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done.
The Silverblood family will be heard. You there, you another Imperial puppet? Answer me. What of it, she says. Your empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Honor, pride, mighty Talos. You can tell Jarl Igmund that the Silverblood family won't tolerate his cowardice for much longer. That's a true Nord hero. A legend. So great that the divines themselves lifted his soul into the heavens and made him a god. He founded the Empire, and now they've turned their back on him. To appease the elves. Elves. Do the elves rule Skyrim, or do the Nords? We own Sidna Mine, best prison in Skyrim, and source of half the wealth in this city. We keep the Reach safe. We flood Markarth with wealth. But does the Jarl listen to us when we want to say? No. He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak saved this city from the Forsworn. Ulfric's a hero, not a damn criminal. They started the Great War, nearly destroyed the Imperial city. Then the Emperor took the coward's way out and surrendered. Now, the elves dictate everything we do, and they don't want us acknowledging a mere human like Talos as the god he is. He used the Thu'um, shouted those Forsworn from the walls. Then he led a band of Nord warriors in to take the city, just like Talos himself at the Battle of Old Hroldan, reclaiming the Reach from those heathen natives. Stay out of trouble in my city. The Silverblood family will be heard.
You're here to see the Jarl. No sudden moves. Understand? Old Dwarven city underneath the keep. The Schuenzell. Best stay clear if you don't want a steam centurion carving you up.
You don't look so good. Are you feeling all right? Don't mind the dogs. They get anxious when they haven't had dinner.
I have to work, or Anton will rip my head off.
Before you say anything, no, I am not from the Reach. No, I'm a Breton from High Rock, and I refuse to be mistaken for a filthy native. I don't care if we share the same ancestors. These people are savages. Half of them are forsworn barbarians. And have you seen what they eat? What have I done for the gods to take me so far from my beloved Daggerfall? Yes, the finest court in all of High Rock. You think politics here or something? Well, we Bretons invented politics. That is where I learned to cook, and where I belong. Not here with all these dogs. Take a look. All right, then.
Anton sure looks like he's from the Reach, but don't tell him that.
The Jarl gives me 2 incompetent assistants. Worthless.
You have the honor of addressing a member of the Thalmor. Bask in it. As if this craggy wretch of a city could give birth to a superiorly bred mer such as myself. No, I'm not from Markarth. I was sent here to lead the Thalmor's interests in this corner of Skyrim. It's my mission to root out all Talos worship in this city. It's a religious matter. The Thalmor do not recognize Talos as a god. He was only a man, and does not deserve a place in our pantheon. The Empire has agreed to accept our beliefs, and its citizens have a responsibility to cease their heretical worship. You're awfully inquisitive, aren't you? I like that. Perhaps you'd care to solve a little problem I'm having. Ogmund the Scald. He's old, respected, and I know for a fact that he worships Talos in his home. But the Jarl has been hesitant to call for his arrest. I want you to break into his home and find evidence. Until next time. Ondolamar is the commander of the Thalmor in Markarth. The Dominion is here, and we're watching you.
You! Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth? Very well. You may approach the mournful throne. But watch your words. Keep your eyes open for Forsworn when you're on the roads.
You speak to Igmund, son of Arolfdir, Jarl of Markarth. Yes, I know. We have some advantages if they come here. The city is built into the mountainside, so it's hard to reach into, even from the skies. And everything is made of stone, even the beds. We'll have no trouble from Dragon's Fire here. It all started here, this rebellion. When the Empire lost the Reach during the Great War, we became desperate. We promised a group of Nord militia free worship in exchange for their help retaking the hold. Then the elves found out about it. We were forced to arrest all of them. Ulfric Stormcloak, their leader, used the whole thing as proof that the Empire had abandoned Skyrim. The rebels called it the Markarth Incident. It was the founding day for the Stormcloaks, and where this war really started. My gods told me. Poor Margaret. And witnesses report that the attacker was shouting some nonsense about being a Forsworn. I want to make things clear. Markarth has its troubles, but there are no Forsworn in this city. They are only a threat in the hills and along the roads where they live. Everywhere else, we are in control. The White Gold Concordant, our treaty with the elves after the Great War, forbids free worship of Talos. But that's what we promised Ulfric and his men. It seems foolish looking back, but at the time we were hoping the elves wouldn't find out. So when they did find out, it was either we arrest Ulfric and the militia, or enter into yet another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. The choice was clear, and now Ulfric threatens the thinly veiled peace we sacrificed so much for. When the Aldmeri Dominion invaded the Imperial City, the Legion all but turned a blind eye to the other provinces. Many of the disgruntled natives of the Reach used the opportunity to depose the Empire and founded what they called an independent kingdom. It was little more than a chaotic uprising, but the Reach was removed from Imperial authority for 2 years before we reclaimed it. But the leaders of the uprising refused our offers of peace. They fled into the hills and became the Forsworn. I don't know you, and I don't sell what precious property we have to outsiders. But if you're willing to work, and you prove to be reliable, I might deem you worthy to live here. My steward will handle things from there. If you'll excuse me, I have a city to run.
You all right? You look like you might be sick.
The Jarl has put out a bounty on Forsworn. Here, take a look at this decree for details.
I have letters to read.
As his housecarl, Igmund's security is my chief concern.
I'm Igmund's uncle, as well as his steward. Trouble?
The Tholmor know how to deal with Talos worshippers.
I'm the Jarl's personal blacksmith, but that doesn't mean I can't sell you a few pieces for a fair price. Depends on what you need. A light armor is good for travel, less to carry. A heavy armor weighs you down, but no true warrior goes without it. If you want some heavy armor, I might have a deal we could work out. I need a dangerous heart. Jarl wants me to cool his new sword in blood. You get me a heart, I get you some armor. Interested? Good hunting. Anything. Served in the Legion with my sister Gorza for over 10 years. We've seen every piece you can imagine. Have you met her? She runs the forge near the smelter. Just don't bother talking to her, apprentice. Boy has no talent. Mm-hmm.
You're trespassing here. You'd better clear out.
Are you feeling sick? I'm Calselmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. Rejinhold? The ruins underneath Markarth? The wealth of artifacts that I've based 2 human lifetimes of research on? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Persistent, aren't you? Oh, very well. Who am I to stand in the way of curiosity? I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. There's a giant spider in the Rejinhold. My workers call her Nimhi, the poisoned one. If you deal with Nimhi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Dwemer museum. What do you say? Enthusiasm. Good. Here's the key to the dig site. To protect my research, for one. There are more cutthroat scholars out there who would steal my findings if they got the chance. And the excavations into Rejinhold are dangerous. Dwemer machines and traps still function, even after thousands of years. So you wish to master the arcane arts? Yes, their history and culture is all around us in Markarth, a race of stonecutters, artisans, and engineers. They invented machines and built elaborate underground cities where they researched powers to rival the gods themselves. And then, at a time we are still not sure when, they disappeared. The whole people, all at once, leaving behind only their works. What? Oh, goodbye.
I'm Calselmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory.
I have things to study. What is it? I have things to study. What is it? You have my gratitude. That spider had been interfering with my excavations for months. As promised, is the key to the Dwemer Museum. Mind the displays. Some of them are quite fragile. Oh, really? This looks like someone from Stauben's little group. A brave scholar, but not very wise. If you find Stauben, it would be good to see any notes he may have collected. I doubt you'll find him alive, though. What? Oh, goodbye.
Can't believe I'm posted here. Even the beds are made of stone.
Break the law in Markarth, and it's off to Sidna Mine with you.
This is Markarth, traveler. Safest city in the Reach.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
The waiting. The insufferable waiting.
So you don't know anything about this house? No. Anyone seen entering or leaving? Any strange lights or unusual noises?
It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned.
Excuse me, but do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? Seems no one in this city has. I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, evil rites and so forth. I was actually just about to head on inside. Be good to have someone watch my back. Follow me, and keep your eyes open. Daedra are powerful creatures and tricksters. Never know what you'll find.
Fresh food. No wood rot on the furniture. Someone's been here. Recently. But the people I asked say no one enters or leaves.
Wait, did you hear that? I think it came this way. That's it. Something's inside the house. Come on, we're getting to the bottom of this. Come out. We know you're here. There's another door. See if you can get it open. Stendar's mercy. This isn't an ordinary Daedra. We have to get help.
Weak. He's weak. You're strong. Crush him.
You first. Come on. Let's go. We're getting out of here. Now.
No. Kill him. Crush his bones. Tear at his flesh.
Get out of my head, Daedra.
You will kill. You will kill, or you will die.
I don't want to die. I can't die here. The Daedra has us. It's you or me.
Yes, your reward is waiting for you, mortal. Further down. Yes, further into the bowels. So close, your prize is waiting. Fool! Did you think Molegbal, the Lord of Domination, would so easily reward you? What do you see from that little cage? Speak! Yes, it's an altar. Men would come and sacrifice the wretched in my name. The weak would be punished by the strong. But a Daedric lord has his enemies, and my rival Boethia had her priest desecrate the altar until you came. Revenge? No. I want submission. I want the priest who did this to bend his knee and give me his soul. He comes by to perform Boethia's insulting rites at my altar, but he's been missing. Captured and bound, left to rot. Save him. Let him perform his rite one more time. And when he does, we will be waiting for him.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Drinks here are watered down, but they're cheap. Need something? We've lost a lot of good people to that damn crusade. Drive out the Nords, they say. Well, the Nord ain't driven out. Until next time.
Don't mind the yelling. My parents are always going at each other.
You a fighting gal? How about a little bet? Got any ale or mead? I'm drunk, and it's been a while since I had a good fight. 100 septum says I can take you, bare-handed. That's the spirit. Let's go.
Fight! Fight! Somebody else!
Yeah! Damn you! You
just gonna stand
yeah! It's nothing! I'll raise a cup to your grave.
Just have to do the big one.
That's your best? Yeah! Yeah!
Snowback to the ground! Come on! I'm getting out of here.
Stand
Snowback to the
still!
ground! Come on! You're just gonna stand there and take it? Fight back!
Yeah! That's all you got?
You're just gonna stand there and take it? Fight back!
Wait! I can still fight.
Drive that snowback to the ground! Come on!
Fair fight. Here you are.
I'm
Don't
what
mind
you'd
the
call
yelling.
a soldier
My
of
parents
fortune.
are always going at each
Make
other.
me an offer, and I just might fight at your side.
I'm just here to clean up.
Can't be too careful these days, with the war and other dangers. For a fair price, I'll watch your back.
My father is more generous than he lets on.
Why
Gives
can't
me
the men
plenty
in
of
the city
spending
leave
money.
me alone?
Yes. Oh, did you need something?
If you've got the gold to pay my fee, then my sword arm is yours.
What can I do for you?
Some call me a... That's a fair price. My blade is yours. Sure, what have you got? Let's get going then.
Oh, did you need something?
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
Frobby, our customer needs a drink.
Two. You want a drink? Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both? I should remind Clever to clean this place up.
This is the Silver Blood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself. If I can't get you something, I'm sure my wife will bellow at me until I can. Degane the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Did you hear? The Hall of the Dead is closed. Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town right now. Degane the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Degane the Beggar got himself kicked out. Degane the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Unlike my husband Clever, I watch after
Let
our
me know if
guests.
there's anything else you need. Yes. This is the Silver Blood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
Mm-hmm.
There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing. Just drink.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? The Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want? That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the Divines you can choose to live somewhere else. It's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they opened the mines, someone got the idea to throw beds in here. Laborers, the sick, the lame, we're all here. All right, then.
You don't want to be here. No one wants to.
You're not one of my workers. What are you doing here? You hard of hearing. I run this smelter, and I'm late meeting our silver quota. What do you want? What? No. Thonar Silverblood owns it. He owns everything in Markarth. But he hands all the paperwork over to Nepos, the nose, to finish. That old man's back is heavy with burden. Every other day, seems one of the laborers runs off to the hills saying he'll join the Forsworn. You don't like the Nords? Fine. But pledging your whole life to killing them, that's just dumb. All right, then.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
The Hag's Cure is here for all your discreet
There's so much
needs.
to learn about the shop. I'll never get it all straight.
A little bit of old age. People start thinking there's something magical about you. Then, the insults. Still, a little knowledge of plants and potions can get you by. Not that anyone likes to admit buying things from you. See? I even have a little potion for the steward. Mind handing it over to him? He has. Thank you. Only that they break an old woman's heart. So many friends, so many kin, all lost trying to rebuild a past that was over long ago. We'd be better off without the Silverbloods. They send their brute, Ingvar, to shake some coins from me every few days. And Betrid Silverblood is always asking for more potions to fuel Thonar's ambitions. Gives him a temper fiercer than any bear. Now, you let me know if you need a cure or anything else.
Tacitus, what is this?
A nail?
Is that what you call it? In the Legion, we would have called it useless. Look how brittle the metal is.
I'm sorry. I just... well, the forge gets so hot and I thought...
You thought what? You would skip a step? Not heat the metal all the way through? Useless. Now do it again. Need a new... Got an axe here. Good for cleaving up Forsworn. Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Akrish, could you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example. Thanks. Grew up in a stronghold. Every orc girl tended the forge at some point. But a girl has to grow up, and life in the stronghold asks for a lot in return. So I joined the Legion, mastered my trade there. That's right. An orc stronghold. Kept to ourselves, lived as our ancestors would have wanted. Wasn't enough for me, though. I left. Didn't want to end up as the third wife of some lowly chieftain. Let me know if you need something forged. Need a new blade? How about some armor? Don't bother with Tacitus. Useless.
Oh.
You should see that orc over in Understone Keep. Have him forge you some new armor. We'll handle things from here. Move.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Holmes. I said Holmes, you backbite. Finally. Now get lost. Aye, a whole heap of it. You see that temple way up there? All them women keeping to themselves? Won't let poor Degain in, nope. Not even for a look. But they've got a treasure in there. Gold statue size of a child. Who knows what they use it for, but I know what I'll use it for. Well, let's not put it like that. Wouldn't want the Thieves Guild catching wind of us, eh? Nah, just creep in and have a go at taking it out. I'll be here and pay you half of what my man in Riften promised for it. You'll be helping out an old beggar, and the divine smile on that sort of thing. There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing. Just drink.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
If those rebels think they can best us, they have another thing coming.
The sisters are communing with Debella. They can't be disturbed. You'll have to come back another time.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
Please.
I'm sorry. The Temple of Dibella is closed.
Everything all right?
Damn, another body to get rid of.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess. This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please. You find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Waylon and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silver Blood Inn. He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Waylon, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers. They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach. Followers. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people. Yes, it all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. Keep your eyes and ears open.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
Frobby, our customer needs a drink.
Too easy to give him a drink yourself. Oaf. You want a drink? Yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. Best we all forget about her. Bad luck to talk about the dead in Markarth. I should remind Klepper to clean this place up.
My father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to. I just clean up.
Yes?
You.
What am I supposed to do?
I've seen
Never
you
leave
snooping
the house?
around,
You want that
asking
engine?
questions. Back off.
You, wanna
You
give
don't
up
want to
now,
know what
Johnny
happens to
Deere?
troublemakers
Is that
here.
what we're gonna teach our daughter?
We're not fighting, we're just... The bloodiest beef in the Reach.
Funny. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business.
You want a cut of venison or mutton? Well, of course you do.
Looks like you weren't followed. Good. So the clues point to the treasury house then. That makes sense. Thonar is involved in every facet of the city. Here's the gold I promised. Keep following the trail and there will be more in it for you. Keep your eyes and ears open.
Let me guess. You need a drink. It's the Silver Blood Inn you're looking for.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? The Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want? Oh yes. I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now. Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here. Trust is hard to come by here. But all right. Until next time.
You don't want to be here. No one wants to. Don't know anyone here who doesn't have rattles or ataxia.
Warrens ain't for you. Trust me.
You've been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson. Let's go. Come on, let's see what you're made of. God damn you!
Fight! Keep those
Son of a... Yeah! I'll tear you to pieces. Gods, no! I'll kill you! I'm gonna kill you! Lucky hit!
Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up!
Enough! This ends now! I'm gonna kill you!
Just told you stand there and take it? Fight back!
You mangy piece of pit bait. I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders.
I oversee Markarth. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line.
Once you've found out anything, come straight to me. City's got eyes. Be careful. Nepos the Nose? He's been in Markarth forever, and he's well respected among the natives of the Reach. Good work. Here's your gold. I have a feeling Nepos gets his own orders, though. If you find out, I'll have more for you. Be careful who you talk to.
Citizen?
The Silverblood family will. The Jarl can refuse to see me all he likes. He can't ignore us forever. Stay out of trouble.
Fight them where they live. We won't have to fight them.
Let's see those Stormcloaks
They
try to
live
break
here
into
too,
this.
my Jarl. That's what I'm telling you. I'm Igmund's uncle, as well as his steward. Oh, yes. Thank you. Here you go. Some gold for your assistance and your discretion. I have letters to read.
If it's about the Hall of the Dead, no, you can't go in there. I can't talk about it. Rest assured, the Jarl hears everyone's concerns. You will be able to visit the dead again soon. All right. I was going to suggest the Jarl hire someone to sort this mess out anyway. We've discovered that some of the dead have been eaten. Flesh has been chewed off. Bones were snapped to get at the marrow inside. We haven't caught anyone or anything yet. It's like it knows when I'm there. If you can get to the bottom of this, the priesthood of Archay will reward you. Take my key, and be careful. Tread lightly in the hall. You don't know what's in there.
Not many would walk blindly into a crypt, smelling of steel and blood, but not fear. I feel the hunger inside of you, gnawing at you. You see the dead, and your mouth grows wet. Your stomach growls. It's all right. I will not shun you for what you are. Stay. I will tell you everything you have forgotten.
You were young when you first tasted human flesh, weren't you? A brother or sister had died? An accident, of course. Then the hunger set in. Curiosity. What's the harm in just one bite? It's okay now. You found a friend who understands you. You can let go of your guilt. A lot of our kind block out the memory of their first meal. The shame is too much. But you don't need to hide anymore. Namira, the Lady of Decay, accepts you for what you are. She has a place for us where we can sate our appetites without judgment. It's inside Reachcliff Cave. But the dead have stirred from their slumber recently, and I was forced here. Meet me there. We'll fight our way to Namira's embrace together. Until then, tell the people of Markarth that their dead won't be disturbed anymore. We have bigger plans ahead.
You've returned. What happened in the Hall of the Dead? Divines preserve you. You're a hero. We'll reopen the hall right away. Here, take my amulet as a reward. Arcade protect you.
Beware the region northeast, across the river. Forsworn have taken refuge in Broken Tower Redoubt and Red Eagle Redoubt.
Divine smile. Sure, what have you got? Let's get going then.
Let's see those Stormcloaks try to break into this canyon.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? The Treasury House is really just for patrons of the Silverblood family. You don't belong here. I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons. I'm afraid he's asked not to be disturbed. He has important business. No, he isn't. Go. Go right ahead, then. Don't let me keep you. It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they own Sidna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim. You want Thonar Silverblood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep. For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers. Too.
You just let old Nana know if you need anything. All right, dear? I've worked in the Treasury House for almost 20 years.
I'm married to Thonar Silverblood. Keep that in mind while you're speaking to me. He's the real head of this family. He may not be the eldest, but all the work that keeps us respected is handled by my Thonar. My dear Vagrant, we're the only family worth knowing in Markarth. We own everything in this city, even the jail. And guess who owns the Silverblood Inn? Not that we named it that. The people just insisted. Yes, I was bored talking to you anyway.
I work for the Silverbloods. Help clean.
There isn't an inch of this building that I haven't cleaned up.
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors. What are you doing here? I told them no visitors. What are you doing here? I told them no visitors. The Imperial agent. That's right, I knew. How many dogs is the Empire going to send after me? This is my business. My city. You Empire lovers should learn to stay out of it. Now get out! What? By the gods, Betrid!
I never should have come here.
What was that?
It's nothing! That's your best!
Enjoy your last breath. Cleared out, I guess.
Must have run off. My wife. They killed her. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside. Fine. You want to know what the Forsworn really are? They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Sidna Mine. He was supposed to keep them under control. When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal, but a useful one. I offered him a stay from execution, if he used his influence to deal with any annoyances that came up. Competitors, agents, idiots. So I've let him run his little forsworn rebellion from inside Sidna Mine. Now he's out of control. Madanach, the king in rags. While we were off fighting the elves in the Great War, Madanach was busy ruling over the Reach. Until Ulfric came and put them down. My prison, the source of half the silver in Skyrim, the most secure prison in Tamriel. No one escapes. I thought keeping Madanach down there would keep him under control. You already got what you wanted, you damn hound. This is your fault. You and Madanach are animals, and I'll see you both rot to death in Sidna Mine for this. Now get out of my house.
I'm just a servant. Don't pay me any mind. Working in the treasury house isn't so bad. I earn good money. I have records I need to tend to.
There's a small skeever den just east of the city, at Reachwater Rock.
Can't the man have a bit of privacy? Get out of here! This is the last time I'll say it. Get out! You won't get away with that. Guards! Trespasser!
Come quietly or test the Jarl's justice. You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
Can't the man have a bit of privacy? Get out of here! Hey, hands off!
Wait, I know you.
You lost.
Excuse me. What's your business here? If you must know, I'm the maid. And the master of the house is old and needs his rest. So if you don't have any business, leave.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send her in.
Yes, Nepos. You heard him. Go on in.
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me. Now, what is it you want? Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired. Because my king told me to. Madanach. When the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question. Markarth and the Reach are our land. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the Elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others. He is the king in rags, a man who once held all the Reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Sidna Mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick. My dear girl, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last. I'm sorry, but you're not leaving alive.
That's your back!
Trying to finish this!
Sure, what have you got? Sure, what have you got? Let's get going then.
We warned you, but you had to just go and cause trouble. Now we have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work. You think you're the only one who knows that? We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Madanach until you showed up. You'll have plenty of time to take it up with the king in rags while you're serving a life sentence in Sidna Mine. You'll never leave Markarth. That's all. I'll kill you.
There's no escape.
Hold it. You're under arrest for murder and conspiracy against the city of Markarth. You aren't fooling me. Trusted witnesses have seen you commit several murders. And there are accounts of your suspicious behavior throughout the city. Now come quietly. You'll never see the sun again. No one escapes Sidna Mine. No one.
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Sidna Mine now, and we expect you to earn your keep. There's no resting your hide in a cell in this prison. Here you work. You'll mine ore until you start throwing up silver bars. You got it? Don't get smart with me. I'm in charge. You keep it up, I'll have your toes cut off. All right, open her up. Now you, get down there.
I left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken. What are you in for, new blood? Innocent. So was I, for the first one. The other murders were all me, though. My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma. If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Madanach, I'm afraid. Not without getting past Borkul the Beast. And you don't want to talk to Borkul the Beast. Madanach's guard. Big, even for an orc. Heard he ripped a man's arm off and beat him to death with it. He's old-fashioned like that. Until next time.
The new meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh? What was it like killing your first one, huh? A true killer like me. The gods put us here to fill their halls with souls. You'll fit in fine down here. You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving. The only thing Madanach expects is a bottle of skooma in tribute ever so often. You're not getting through. That's right. Turn around and leave.
I left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken.
Other prisoners get suspicious when we talk to each other, so keep it down. I'm a forsworn. One of our raids went bad and I got captured. Would have been fine dying for the Reach with my kinsmen, but the Silver Bloods want their ore mine, so they threw me in here. Year 7, I think. Surprised I haven't cut my own throat out by now, but something keeps me going. Mm-hmm.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn. I got locked up one too many times. Now I'm in for life. Until next time.
I was sent here because someone said I was a Forsworn. Guards say I murdered someone. I was just sleeping off some meat in my aunt's house. But that didn't stop them from arresting me. I didn't even know who they said I killed. Couple of years. I wasn't a Forsworn when I came, but I joined up when I got in. Easier that way. Mm-hmm.
I swear. The first time, thieving. The second time, thieving. The third time, thieving. It kind of keeps going like that. First it was 6 months. Then a year. Then 2 years. Now I'm in for life. Uh-huh.
Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it. What do you want? Of digging to do?
I don't want to talk about it. Long enough.
I'm
Be
innocent.
careful.
The Nords framed me. I was nowhere near that murder weapon.
Small blade, easy to hide. I mean, sure, you could just swing a pickaxe into someone's face, but people tend to see that coming. Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it. A Nord nobleman I served was stabbed in the night. Wasn't me, but I knew I'd be blamed. So I ran, joined the Forsworn, started killing, got caught. Now I'm here. They come in here once a week to clean out the bodies, grab any ore we've mined, and beat down the troublemakers. That's the only time when we get food, too. And if there's not enough ore mined up, we don't get any. Bottles of moon sugar. Khajiit use it as a pick-me-up. Good way to pass the time. Prisoners smuggle the stuff in. Only currency we have down here. Because life was better under the old ways. No Nords and their laws. One day the Forsworn will paint the walls of Markarth in their blood. Until next time.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Ah, you want protection? I can get you what you need. Maybe you could do something for me first. Duak has a bottle of skooma, finest distilled moon sugar. I'm shaking just thinking about it. Thank you, friend. Don't worry. I'll have that shiv ready for you. All right, then.
I was sent here because someone said I was a Forsworn.
You give me one more look, and I cut you open. That skooma's mine. Getting the shakes, huh? All right, take it. Old gods keep you. All right, then.
I got locked up one too many times. Here's your shiv. Promise you won't ever use it on me, okay? Until next time.
Prison's not so bad. Less complaints when I kill people. Ready to pay the toll? One shiv. All right, head on in. But don't try anything in there. Markarth is smarter than you think. Murder, banditry, assault, theft, and lollygagging. Guards brought me in about 12 years ago. Was running a good group of bandits up until then. But these Forsworn, they're nothing like the men I cobbled together. They're real killers. Fight well.
Well, well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast, caged up and left to go mad. Well, well, look at you. Well, well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast, caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed? Do I? What about you? What right did you have to meddle in my affairs? Kill my people? Was it worth it? Your truth? You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of the Nords stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you. There's a man named Breg inside these mines. Besides me, he's been here the longest. Tell him I sent you. Ask him why he's here. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is. Our vengeance will come. You're a slave, just like us.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn.
What do you want of digging to do? My story, huh? Everyone in Sidna Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt chains around your wrists? So you know what it's like to have your life in someone else's hands. Why should they get to decide? Isn't judgment for the gods? Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside? I had a daughter once. She'd be 23 this year. Married to some hot-headed silver worker, or maybe on her own, learning the herb trade. The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't involved in the Forsworn uprising. I had spoken to Madanak once. That was enough. But my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. She pleaded to the Jarl to take her instead. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver. I'm not Monadnack. I was never a leader of the Forsworn. The only anger I can justify is my own. But every family in the Reach has a story like mine. There are no innocent onlookers in this struggle, just the guilty and the dead. My daughter is the one who needs your pity. I'm just a poor forsworn whose only regret is not killing more Nords before I was locked up. All right, then. Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it.
Don't do that! Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn.
Be careful!
I left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken.
Don't do that!
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
Do you remember the sun? Because you'll forget. Soon. This was our land. We were here first. Then the Nords came and put chains on us, forbid us from worshipping our gods. Some of us refused to bow. We knew the old ways would lead us back to having a kingdom of our own. That is who we are, the Forsworn, criminals in our own lands, and we will cut a bloody hole into the Reach until we are free. I had Markarth. My men and I drove the Nords out. We had won. So we thought. Retribution was swift. I was captured, quickly tried, and sentenced to death. But my execution never came. Dhonar's Silverblood stopped it. He wanted the Forsworn at his call, that I would point their rage at his enemies and spare his allies. And I have. Humiliating at first, but I knew he would let his guard down eventually, that he would come to trust I was under control. Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family, each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills, fighting. Yes, but I need a show of loyalty from you. I don't need a shiv in the back while we break out. Have you met Grisvar the Unlucky? He's rightly named, and he's also a thief and a snitch. He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him. and then we can leave Sidna Mine for good. Ah, Bork will muscle one out of you on your way in? Fine. Take this one. Our vengeance will come.
I left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken.
What? No! No, don't kill me! Please! Mercy!
Until next time.
How old is my daughter now, I wonder? In prison, you lose track of time.
You've finally become one of us. Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and your new brothers.
What's going on, Madanach? You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on needing him.
My brothers, we have been here long enough. It's time to leave Sidna Mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markarth, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers?
The Reach belongs to the Forsworn!
I say you've earned an early pardon. Let's go. Into the tunnel. Let's go.
What do you think you're doing?
You've already lost.
Oh well,
You to mess
must
with
have run
me.
off.
Is someone there?
That takes care of that.
What's that?
Come on! Never should have come here.
That's it? That's all you got?
You hit him off.
Here we go! Just a scratch! I'll carve you into pieces! Nobody here now.
Madino, I brought what you asked for.
Good work. Get ready while... have a word with our favorite outsider. I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you. You better get ready before we break out into the city. And take this. It's blessed with the old magics. Something to remember me by. Now, I announce to all of Markarth that I have returned. Don't worry about your name. They'll know who to blame and fear after today. It'll take years, but I'll organize the Forsworn again. We'll reclaim our land, and then when power is ours, we'll have peace. A kingdom. Until then, let me offer you a warning. Beware the Forsworn. No place in the Reach is safe from us now.
Madanach, think you can escape my prison, do you? You'll pay for what you've done to my family.
Your family? You've poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Thonar! Over here! That's the best you can do!
That takes care. that.
Oh no, you
There
don't!
You are! Oh, now that one must have hurt! I'll gut you like a horker!
Fool! The Imperial Legion will have your blood.
Yeah!
You can't...
Someone!
Help!
Do
Someone!
help! And you thought I was just a
I'll
pretty
make you
face.
pay.
What happened?
You won't even live to regret this! This is your last mistake!
Oh, what happened?
And you thought I was just... pretty face.
Enough of this!
You've already lost.
Better off. Give up! Your family? You've poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Thonar!
Don't do that. Dare dishonor the Legion.
Come on!
First God, no!
Your family? You've poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Thonar! Here we go!
And you thought I was just a pretty face.
You're gonna pay! You won't even live to regret this! I'm gonna... put you down!
It's nothing!
Your end draws
I'm
near.
going to enjoy this.
No one crosses me! Mercy! I'll see you in pieces!
I'll kill you where you stand.
This is your last mistake!
Guess it's all...
Be careful!
Oh, did you need something?
Outsiders.
I'm going to enjoy this.
That's it? That's all you've got? You can't win this. That the best you can do?
Help! I'm going to enjoy this.
Someone do something.
And you thought I was just a pretty face. I'll kill you where you stand.
No more. I yield. I yield.
I'm going to enjoy this.
No. I cannot best you.
I'll kill you where you stand.
I'll fix you good.
You can't hide. I'm getting out of here.
I'll tear you to pieces.
Someone do
I
something.
know I heard something. I'm going to enjoy this. Just die! Oh, no, you don't.
Please, someone do something.
I'm gonna kill you. Yeah! I'm gonna kill you.
Need something?
Huh?
Your family? You've poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Thonar! Here we go! You can't win this! Damn, you hurt!
I'm going to enjoy this.
Be careful. Come on. Come on. Victory is yours, I submit.
No one best door.
No.
That's all you got? Never should have come here!
Stand a chance.
Oh!
This ends now.
My money's on the big one. Those fools are actually fighting. Ah, my friend from Sidna Mine. Hello. This is where it will begin. A new uprising. Ah! Hey, watch what you're doing. Son of a...
I'm going to enjoy this.
I'm getting out of here.
This should be good.
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back. No time to talk. Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
My money's on the big one.
Yeah!
I'll kill
I'm
you.
gonna find whoever did this. The Reach will be ours again.
I'm going to enjoy this.
What happened?
Glory to the Forsworn!
Do your worst.
And you thought I was just a pretty face.
The Reach will be
Did you
ours
see someone
again.
run past just now? Great. Thanks. Bastard stole from me. I'll catch him, though.
The Reach will be ours again!
The Reach will be ours again!
Yes? Yes? Be careful.
Stop that! I'm not going to warn you again!
Remind me not to make you angry.
Yeah?
The Reach will be ours again!
Divine smile on you. Sure, what have you got? Yuli, I'll follow.
Yes?
now you're mine!
Bastard! Yeah!
Huh? What was that? Huh?
First you, then all of the Reach! Damn you!